Hello and welcome. Let's go back in time or use a software like this, what I created, using historical data, and see how one would do buying and selling the coin. I feel this brings amazing experience, helps your repetition, helps you understand how this game works, and it's that a game. How am I going to play this game? I'm going to look for the market to make 20% moves. And I should have taken the rounding off of this. There might be some big decimals. Oh well. 3,143. So playing for about that kind of price. I can use a spreadsheet to help me out with that. Make a another one just for math on. I'll type math. And so we put price in here, and we're gonna go say 30. Well, we'll put what the price is to start. And then let's just put ratios in. So here I can go this number multiply 1.2, so 3772. Now the difference of the move going down is 1 minus this, so 83%. So I'm going to do equals this number multiply 833333 to tell me where to buy. And when there's big moves, I'm just going to increase, just go for bigger trades. So I'd only want to sell even a smaller amount when they get to those points. So therefore, let's start off by doing the first one. So the lowest price is 26.20. The highest price is 37.73. And on day number 7, it goes to 37.98. So therefore, it's a sell. It's almost, I want to talk about, it's almost like you have the opportunity to short this market at 37.98. I'm just going to put in 37.99 here. And when the market goes up, I'm going to use number 2, sell dash. How many do I want to sell? Well, because I'm looking for bigger moves if it goes much higher, I really want to sell very, very small amounts. Even 10% is a lot right now. So I'm going to go 0.4. And in that, I would get about 1,508 on the other side. And where do I want to make the trade again? So that was at 37.99. So we got 31.65. Let's just go to the price. And then on the upside, 4,559. But I also want to, in here, put in the fact that I'm looking to buy it back at 31.65. It could be a while before it happens, and then I know at that price and anything lower, but not higher than that. Okay, so day 8 goes to, okay, let's just go in here and push enter. Don't know why it's not doing it. There we go. It takes it to day 10, and it goes up to 46.52. So do another short, basically. And again, we want to do in that area of, in that 10% mark. What were we looking to sell at? We were looking to sell at 45.58, so nothing of advanced reason to say let's go more. Let's do 0.38, which we should get more than much more than the 1,500 from before, and we do. So 0.38 in here, 1754. And we'll just go in here and put the math for 46.52. So 38.76. Let me just confirm the order. And then go to the next price, which is 38.76 on low, 55.82. And then again here, I'm going to put in 3,876. Okay, so now that takes us to day 31. And the price significantly goes lower, really to fill both orders. And you could fill them both, but I'm going to have fun with this. I'm going to fill the first one in, so it's almost like you're covering this first short position. And in this, the market's going down, so I'm going to push the sell theta button. And I'm finishing off this transaction, which had 1,754 for 0.38. So I want to do a number lower than that 1754, maybe 1,500, which would get me 0.51. Ignore the 27 number on the bottom. So that's a pretty good deal. So let's take 0.51 here, 1,500 here. We did so at the price point of 28.91. And I'm going to fix this order. I don't want to go unless it's under, say, 20. I'm just thinking 26 to 25. Let's do 25.55, which is could go lower, but I don't want to. I want a good play on that. So anyway, let's confirm this order. I know you can't see what I'm pricing in here, pushing. So the last trade is in at 28.92. So let's go in here, put 28.92. And really, I'm already buying at a higher number than this. And you know what? We can even go for that 2,400 number, now that I think about it. So 2,400 and 34.70 sounds good to me. So 2,437, that's good enough. So it goes to 21.70. So we're going to complete this short order. And amongst it, we're going to do the same thing as we did before. So I'll push 4 to sell theta. How many? We're on day number 98 already, so now we're entering into the 4th month of doing this in real time, if one was to do it. Last time it was 1,508 for 0.4. What would, say, 1,100 do? That would do 0.5. So we'll do 0.5 and 1,100. So on that transaction, I gained 400 theta, and I gained 0.1 dash. Okay, how do you do kind of deal? Okay, so last trade in at 21.70. Let's figure out where we go next from here. So we'll make a brand new order, either go long or short as we would look at it. If it goes down, we'll say it's long. If it goes up, it's short. But you're just buying one for the other. So the lowest price is 1,800, we'll say. Highest price, 26.05. It goes to 17.20. So therefore, it's going to work in here like a buy order, I guess you could call it as. And so in such, we're going to sell theta. We own 16,000. Again, we're looking at that 10% number. And how many would I get for 1,500? 0.86. And that's been higher than where we're going. I don't even want to do that. I don't want to sell that many. So why don't I sell like 1,200? And okay, I pushed the wrong button. Good thing I didn't go through. Although there's a confirm. If I sell 1,200, I get 0.69. So why don't we just go for that and sell 1,200 of them this way? And I'll look to, well, we'll see what the math says on where to buy and sell next after this price point. And that would be the low price of 14.33. I'll go 14.30 and even 20.70, just a little bit better. So therefore, I'd be looking to sell this at 20.70. And what I like about this is instead of having orders in, sometimes, in this case, both buybacks were better than hoping. So I'm hoping to get better than that if possible, but I'll take whatever the market will give me. And the answer to that from day 108 is 13 days later, it manages to go down even more and even significantly more. So in a spot like this, maybe we're at the stage where, well, why don't we put a large size order in? And what a large size order is one of just bigger numbers. But we're not going to sell this until maybe it goes to like around 2,000 So we got our 20% moves. Maybe we go 70, 80% even. So in this case, it's going to be sell theta again. And how many are we going to sell? Let's sell, say, again, I'm going to do a lot. Well, more than 10%. Let's even go, say, even more than 20%, say 3,200. That's not its price. The price would be 1062. And let's just see how many we would get for 3,200. That's a good number, but I don't even need to go that though. So what would 2650 do? 2.5. I like that better. So let's go 2650 for 2.48. And I'm going to put this in bold. Once I can find out where the bold button is. I got it on shrink. I see it. There it is. So as far as where I want to buy this back, I'm not going to use a calculator to figure it out because, again, I want a good move. So maybe go 1795 at least, even around 1800. But for now, I'm just going to put in the last trade for how it is in here, which is 1062. It's already up 17% the day after. And it's close to where it is, 1274. So I'm going to wait one more day, see if it goes up. I can push enter to do it to go to 123. It doesn't. 1266, so it's close but not quite. 1241. And there we have a 1322 situation. But this is a short-term trade because we're looking to go at 1795 here. So therefore, let's just put a new line here for 1322. It'll be that of selling theta, but again, the smaller amounts, we have 1200 and 12,005. What would 1,000 do? Oh, okay, but never mind. I guess I got no choice but to span a day. And this could work out costly. No, it doesn't. So the price would be 1345 now. 10%. What would 1,000 be worth? It's under 10%. 7.3. Not bad, but I think go less. And get 0.66 here. So 0.66 dash for 900 theta. And let's go from there. And on 1345, that gives us 1120 and 1614. And the 1614 does not coincide with that number. So let's go to price of either one. And put the 1120 here. And day 131 goes to day 139 up to the 1665 number. So let's put another short-term sell order in. And if we go, say, 800 this time, actually we're doing the wrong one. In fact, I screwed up that last one. I can fix that though. Yeah, buy at 13. That was a mistake. But because the price is 1665, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to fix the order and just delete this because I I sold the wrong thing. So therefore, I'm going to sell dash. What did I end up? 0.66. So let's just finish off this trade. And I guess my mistake will make me 190 theta. And I'm just going to delete all this. And therefore, let's just do a manual go-to price, knowing 1795 is the next sell point. Let's buy some if it goes to, say, 1400 and go 1795. So there we go. Now we can complete this longer term order in here. And we still got this 2000 above it, but for now we're going to complete this. This is a cell of dash. And I'm going to sell, what we did before. We did 0.69. Well, if we go 0.6, I would get 1069 theta. And I gained 1200 last time. No, wait a second. It's this. I was looking at here. So it was 2.4 dash, not even close. Okay, so dash. So if I sell, say, 2.1, I would get 3700 theta. That's a gain of like 1100. That's more like it. So 3744 for 2.1 at the price point of 1796. And that trade is now complete. So therefore, with the next trade after that, we have either up to 2155 or 1496, but that should coincide with the last trade we had from before. So let's go to the 1495 as the lowest, and then 2070, and we'll even go up to 21. And it goes to 1403, which means that's a buy. And we're talking a short-term one. So we will be, let's do this right. I did it wrong the last time. A buy would be a sell of theta. And 10%ish or so is 60, a little under it. So we'd be looking at, say, maybe 1500. That would get 1.06. And the order will be, of course, the upper number on it, which is 1700 almost. And it goes up 12%, but not quite to it, though. It's 1585. So 1160 low, 1690 will go high, and it goes to 1705. So let's put 1705 in here, complete the trade. And let's note, don't do that. Push the number 2 button because it went up. And the amount of dash it was before was 1.06. So if we sell one of them, especially if you like theta more, you're gaining only 0.106 on it, but you're gaining in here 200 and almost 290 theta. So that's a good gain. So let's push one to confirm. After all, if you got this on day one for theta, it's probably because you like it. So sometimes you might want to favor that more on that degree. Okay, so math 1705. Now we got one pending spot already. So 1420, which, and 2070. So this one coincides. We'll just not do this one and just do the 2070 number. But 1420 on the lower end. And we will complete this trade now. And last time it was 1200 theta for 0.69 dash. So if we do 6.6, we would get 1369. And that's a gain of 169. And every order we've done has been traded, and of course it's always going to be for a profit this way. So we will now, with the last trade at 2091, see where we go from here. And that's either 1742 or 1740 or 2510. Which takes us to day 206 and it goes down. So therefore let's put in the price of 1687. And in such, let's think of how many. Okay, it's 10%. So pushing the right number with theta. What does 15,000 do? No, 1500. Yeah, let's do it. So we'll go for 0.88 dash on a 1500 trade. And let's figure where we go from here on 1687. That would either be 1400 we'll go, or 2030. So that's where we'll put our target here. And it goes down to 1388 or 1389 on the round. Again, I'm not going to do a long-term trade here. We'll do a short-term one. I think I'd rather go around 1,000 or lower on the price to do a long-term trade. But we'll sell some theta again at that 10% number. Let's continue on with 1,500. And then we will put in here where we go for our next one. I'll go 1150 low, 1675 high. And it goes better than that. 1817, fantastic. I like that. This is another reason why I think orders, well, sell orders, sometimes you can hit where they don't close it. So, I mean, both have its advantages and disadvantages with each other, with the advantage being here in getting a better price. So therefore, let's sell some of that dash that we had. We had 1.07. If we sell an even one, there's a beautiful gain. A beautiful gain. 1804. That's a gain of over 300. I like that. That's the type of so about how you play the game. And now we can even increase this number. Let's just see what 1818 gives us. It gives us, let's go, say 1500 and like even 2185-ish or so. And we get even 100 higher than that, 2289. And now every trade is completed. Let's go in here and we're selling, so let's do it correct. It's push number 2. We had 0.88 dash, so about 8.4. What would that get us? Over 1900, another successful trade. And here we go again. Let's see where we stand for the next one. With the last trade at 2356. We are looking for a low of 1963. High of, I know it could go lower than that, but let's go 2840. And it goes to 1948. So within this, again, I think we want to run that 10% number, 18,000. 1600 would be what? 0.81. I can handle that. And then we'll put the last price in again, 1947. Which means we'll go, say, 1605 and 2355, and it goes to, I guess it's a long-term trade now, down 43% on day 305. And just to get it bold, let's go like this. Okay, the price is 1025, we'll call it. We are selling theta, but we're selling larger amounts. Own 17,000. I think even close to like 3,000 can work out. Last time we did 2650. I think 3,000 should be the number. So let's go 2.91. Nope, that's 2.91 for 3,000. And look at where our next trade is going to be, because if it's going to go up, unless it goes up massive, it's going to be a short-term one. It's already up to 1183, but we want higher than that. It's not that far at 1230. Let's go 845 is low. Let's see if we go like 1275 high, and it goes to 1374. And in this one here, if we bought at 1940, I mean that's like what, 24.95. I just will put in for now. So this is a completely different new sell order. It's like another new short, if you will. 1375. Let's sell a very small amount, like say 0.8's under 10%. That gives you 1,000, not bad. So let's go 1,090, 1,091 for 0. My enter buttons or over button wasn't working there. And we got that order in. Okay, so now with that 1375 price, let's see where we go from here. 1145 on the low, so let's even go 1100 even. And on the high, 1675. I think I'm just going to go the 1795 route and just fill the big one if it's going to go that high. And it did on day 325. So 1942, there's about 100 days left. We will be taking the price, or at least the transaction in here. Okay, so it's a sell number 2. Last time it was 2.91 dash. If we go 275, I mean, no brainer. And it went down 10% on the next day. At 1942, what would be the next trade? That would either be a buy at, let's click on 5, either buy around 1600 or sell at 2365. It goes to 1574, which is something we was this, obviously this is an order for 1091, and this is 0.8. Okay, I don't know how this worked out, but we'll just well, according to that, it would be a screw it. I'm just going to delete this and pretend it didn't happen. It's like whatever. Okay, so then with the last trade coming in at 1942, let's go to the next price of 1600 or 2375. It goes to 1574, which would be a buy in here. And just a small amount. We'll be 20,000, maybe go 1,500. get the 0.94. That's a pretty decent size gain. I want to go less than that, I think. Just a little less, because I only want like 0.8-ish areas, I was thinking. We'll do that. So 0.88 for 1400. And with the last 1574, let's see where we go next here. And it goes down to 1186. Do I do a long-term order here? I'm going to say no. But next leg lower I will, though. So to sell theta at this price, again, that 10% number did 1400 last time. I think you do less each time, but it should be worth closer to 1, I'm hoping. Let's do 1250 instead. 1.05 for 1250. Okay, so we'll put this in again at 1186, which means we'll go 975 or 1450. Sounds good. And it's 968, so we'll do another long-term order. Sell it at about 1800. And how many theta do we want to go? Last time we did 3000. What would 3000 do this time? It would do 3.07. I want to increase it maybe a little bit more. 3250 would give me 3 1/3. And then again, let's just sell that at 1800. And put the new order in. So the lowest prices we'll say 8, so under anything below 8. And we'll do 1188. It goes to 742. So let's sell some more again. We'll do that around less than 10%. And at 14,000, let's consider what 1100 looks like. That's too many. How about 950? That works fine. And confirm the order. And I wouldn't want to do a long-term buy until like well under 500. And therefore the next price would be a long-term play either way, or short-term play rather either way. So let's go 610 low, 920, yeah, high. I was going to do 910, but 558, so that's not under 500. And let's go to sell some theta. Last time was 950. What would 900 do? I mean, you can afford it. Play the bigger stakes game. Okay, so the next price will go down as on, and this be like more of a long-term buy. Let's go like 444 even, and then up to like say 698, which means we'll put 698 here as well. Still got all of these orders that need to be filled. A lot of them. And that, you know what? That's going to happen in this game. When one market, because the price before was 2,500, or excuse me, 2,000. Now, of course, and now it goes down to 27% to 432. So again, I'm going to be looking to do another long-term trade here. So we'll put the price in at 434. Look to sell it maybe at about. See, a lot of orders in a row have happened. This is where I like to even go more than double. So I'll do like 822 or something. But make the trade. It's not going to be the numbers we see there. So let's sell theta again, a decent amount. What would 2,400 do? I mean, that's 20% of your stack. I think I'd want to make that aggressive play. And again, I'm just showing what I would do. And again, I always do that when I put the bold in. I mean, it's almost over. Day 405. There's only like 20 days left. So I'm not even going to do. I'm just going to push enter until the game is over. Okay, well, that's up 28% the next day. Let's just see if that justifies it. I think it would. Yep. So therefore, let's just make a very small sell. Now we own 19 of those Dash. I haven't been looking at the ownership numbers. So we got a price here at 555. We are selling how many? We are going to sell, what would say 1.5 do? That's a lot, 826, but not really. I only want to sell a small amount. So technically of the 5.44, you're kind of selling 125. And then it goes up again to 689, which kind of coincides with this one. Maybe like, oh, it has to beat it, it has to beat it, so we're going to go another day. It might work out, it might not. Didn't work out there at 673. Not there. Not there. Okay, that's close enough. Well, that's the number there. So let's complete this transaction here. We're selling some Dash. It was 1.6 on this transaction trade. So if we sell, say, 1.5, that would give us a gain of over 1,000 of the theta. So we could even do maybe sell 1.55 of them. Keep 0.05 Dash that way. So let's now finish off this transaction. The long bet is complete, I guess you could say. Still a few outstanding orders, but that's fine. Some of them will never come back because the markets never go back to there. So be it. So now let's see where we go. We'll just do extra price, but the last trade's at 698, 709, 721, 743. Where would we be going? Well, I got the 920 number here, so I think that's just the obvious spot. 780, 829, 8 still there. Close at 844. And that's it. So that's where we stand today. And the number for Dash ownership would be 16.813. I don't remember. I think I started off with 5 Dash, I think. And theta would be 12,140. Let's press any key to continue. Let me just go in here. 15,007. So you had less coins. You didn't, because theta has done much better than Dash over this time. you have over 3,000 less coins, but you better than tripled your Dash holdings. So that's pretty decent. Let's now make this spreadsheet a little bit bigger. See what this would be worth into today's terms compared to where they were worth back then. This is where I get the data from. It's going to say 46. It didn't go that far. That's just... Okay, so this is the data that I get. So today, with the numbers in here, let's just go like this. This is equal to this number, 16. Multiply the Dash price here, so you would be worth almost 0.4. And with your theta, you'd have 12,000 of them, and well, that's basically worth over 0.2 now. Let's put that into the theta price here. 0.34, much more. Your net ownership is worth 0.7385. Had you just done nothing and held 5 Dash and 715 of these coins, well, let's go equals this number, multiply the Dash, which would be 0.11. Of course, this one's going to be higher than the 34 because you own more. It's worth 44, so obviously you've overperformed this market. So in a little over a year, hodling was 0.55. Doing this moved it up to 0.74, or a gain of almost 0.2, which is a gain of about 40-something% against such. And this is what this strategy does. It just makes trades for you. And here, how many trades did we make in a little over a year? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Double it to 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 different trades were made. The more trades you're going to have, the more you're going to make, and the more volatile moves you get, the more you make as well on top of that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.